Here's how posting on X made me 4.4K as a 23-year-old. So this is my Twitter or X profile. I work and assist businesses, creators, entrepreneurs with copywriting and social media management. So essentially, I run their social media pages and I script for them. Now, I don't have a ton of followers, and you don't need a ton either. It's really simple. Build a personal brand, because what's going to happen is you will end up booking events or meetings like this. This is 19 from the past 30 days. Now, to be super transparent, these aren't fully just from prospects or people wanting to work with me. I'd say around 6 to 7 of them are. The rest are just networking with other people on the platform. Now, this is my Upwork profile for some proof. I've generated well over $4,000 now over on Upwork. I'm working with a client right now who's paying me $2,000 a month to manage his social media and create content. Again, I'm getting paid $20 an hour for 25 hours of work per week. So pretty straightforward. Here's how you can do the same. The way I view X is 3 different buckets. So the first one is personal stories. So this is just connecting with your audience, connecting with a viewer reading your page. And these posts can typically get anywhere between 100 to 1,000 views when you're starting out. And it really involves people in your life and understanding your story, right? It gets people connected to who you are as the creator. Next, your value post. So you need to be super specific with the type of value you're providing. Again, I assist people with Upwork, copywriting, and freelancing. So those are kind of my areas of expertise. So I speak heavily about, what I know in the freelancing world, what I know in the personal branding world. So again, if you want to go check that out and steal the ideas, go to my Twitter, scroll down. This is all stuff that will help you. If you're watching this video or you've watched my other videos and you've found this helpful, it is just metrics, it's numbers of what to do, how to start. So go through this content to not only steal for yourself, but also get an understanding of where to start. So again, posting value, and you should be doing the same. Next, lead magnet-based posts. So essentially, you are trying to get people to sign up to your newsletter or get them to join your community. What that means is it basically gives you authority within the space. When you have a big community or a good-looking newsletter, people respect that. And so if you head over to my school community, I also have some sort of community for myself, and I also have a newsletter which you can sign up for and get a free $500 personal brand playbook. Have some sort of lead magnet that attracts the type of clients you want to work with. I'll give you some examples of what are pretty common and what a lot of people go down and make a lot of money doing. So this is exactly where I started. So again, building a personal brand will book you events. I mean, it's just a given. It will get you clients. People will literally come to you instead of you having to do the outreach. And for me, that has been the biggest game changer, just having people say, I want to work with you, instead of having to chase clients day in and day out, sending high value outreach, sending messages for outreach that don't even get opened. That stuff's frustrating. So building a personal brand not only gives you authority, but also, again, has people just come to you, almost crawling to you to work with you. If you're able to provide good value, you have a good lead magnet, and you can talk about your personal stories. So here's how I would start. If I was starting from scratch, this is what you do. First, pick a niche. These really are as simple as it gets. Pick a niche first. Fitness, supplement, content creators. I think that's where a majority of beginners kind of go. I started with fitness creators. I started with a couple different sportswear companies, and I realized quickly I actually hated it because it wasn't a pure passion of mine. I'm a self-help guy. I love business, and so that's kind of who I help nowadays. But starting out, many people are very broad with who they want to help, right? Fitness, content creators. You need to ask yourself, what fitness creator or what content creator or what type of supplement do you want to work with? The more specific you can get, the better you will attract clients and the easier it is going to be to speak to people directly, right? Even if you're not getting 100, 1,000 views, it doesn't matter. Speak to one person that you can absolutely help. A good rule of thumb, pick a niche that you know 10% more of than the average person. Again, I don't stop talking about Upwork. I don't stop talking about self-help books. So that's why I've gone down that avenue. But here's some examples. This is actually where I started. Kettlebell fitness. So I'm also really into working out. I know quite a bit about kettlebell fitness. So instead of just doing broad, go find a specific niche community within the fitness realm. Kettlebell fitness, dietary supplements, for example, productivity content creators like myself. Again, go to my Instagram. You can kind of see what I'm talking about. All I speak about, again, is making money with a skill, building a personal brand, productivity, self-help, etc. So scroll through these and you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. But once you find a very specific niche of who you can help, you're then ready to pick a skill. If you're watching this channel, I know that there are a lot of copywriters, social media managers, and video editors. So I'm going to speak to you guys watching this video. First, of course, pick a skill. But below that, going deeper, find the actual problems people are facing. If you are outreaching to myself, I have needs and I have desires. I am willing to pay someone to assist me with my business. But you need to understand what my problems are, and whoever you're reaching out to, understand what their problems are. So for mine, just to speak, just to be vulnerable, time, thumbnails, content ideation, X posts, and video editing. Those are the things that I struggle with day to day. So if someone packaged that all up or outreached to me and figured out that those were the things I was struggling with, you're going to have a much higher chance closing someone, or at least hopping on a call with them, if you understand what their pain is. And so psychologically, when you're outreaching, don't just send the same copy and paste framework. Hop on meetings with these people, begin to understand your niche, and then craft that around your skill. What can you help them with, right? There's a ton of different skills within this, and whatever skill you choose, you're going to end up learning 10 other skills. But you need to pick one, specialize it, and find the problems that your creator, your business owner is facing, and offer the solution with your skill. It's super, super simple. Next, how to outreach. This really is as simple as it gets. 3 steps. HVO, which is high value outreach. The key here, and I've made tons of videos that I'll link in the description, I'd highly recommend checking out, but the whole goal of outreach is to not ruin your reputation and your deliverability. So if you're sending outreach over on X, on Instagram, on email, what your goal should be is to get a response first, especially as a beginner, and especially if you don't have a personal brand, especially if you don't have a verified check mark or good deliverability scores. You need to get a response out of the creator, the business owner first, and then provide value. Be sure they're actually responding to their Instagram DMs, to their emails, because if they're not, you are ruining your deliverability score, and you're going to be going into the spam folder or the promotional folder. So get a response first. Be unique, be personalized. I have a question. Hey, first name, something like that to get a response. Next, provide value. Just dump value. I recommend doing 5 per day. With a lot of the people I work with, and I've personally done myself, providing 5 pieces of emails for different self-help creators, or 5 different kettlebell lead magnets for someone. Do that for 5 different people, because the more you do that, the more personal it is, and the more the person will trust you. So again, high value outreach. Get a response first, provide value, and do 5 per day. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't send copy and paste messaging, because you're going to end up looking like everybody else. You're going to end up in the spam folder, and you're going to ruin your deliverability, meaning you won't end up in the primary tab on Instagram. You won't end up in the primary tab on X, which less is more with outreach. Focus on 100 people max per week and dial in outreach for them. Be of free service to them. Do not expect anything in return. And out of those 100 people, probably 20 to 30 will respond. Out of those 20 to 30, you'll probably end up getting on a call with maybe 1 to 3 of them, maybe 1 to 5 if you're really doing a great job. So it's super, super simple. High value outreach. The last part of this that I really recommend anyone watching this video is to join a community. It does not need to be mine. If you are going to join mine, join and go to the Classroom tab, go to the $1,400 resource. and steal all this stuff. I have copywriting frameworks, swipe files. I mean, there's tons of resources here for you to just grab. You can feel free to leave after, but there's, weekly Q&A calls if needed. There's, of course, a huge community of like 1,000 copywriters and social media managers. Use it to your advantage. Network with people in here. Go connect with people and build your X profile with those in the community. There's probably 20 to 30 people already willing to connect with you on X. So just to summarize this video, build a personal brand because clients will come to you. That's the first step. Post both on Instagram, post over on X, post on YouTube. Do it all because it's super important in getting authority and honestly making the sales call smoother than it would be if you had a black profile picture with no posts on it. So again, I'm just speaking from my experience and what's worked for me. I am not by any means an expert copywriter or an expert person at, attracting clients, but I've definitely found some success with these systems and with these skills. So again, pick a niche, hyper specific. Pick a skill, hyper specific. Copywriting, video editing, social media management. Find the problems. And of course, in the content, speak to that niche very directly. Even if you're only getting 100 to 100 views, it doesn't matter. Just keep posting, stay consistent. I post 3 times a day. If you're curious, and I post at 5, 6, and 7 a.m. And then high value outreach. Do it every single day, 5 per day minimum. I've done 50 per day. That's honestly what it takes in order to sign a client within 1 to 2 weeks. So with that is all I have for this video. Thank you guys for all the support. I hope I'm able to help you. I really hope I'm helping you with these videos. So if I am, please leave a like, leave a comment of what you want to see. I have some Upwork videos that are going to be coming out in the next couple of weeks. So look out for those. Again, thank you for watching. See you soon.